everybody, and welcome to another episode of First and Last. I am Josh, and with me today we have Jimmy's back.
I'm back.
You did it.
You have my back.
And Jimmy, you took Joe. You said, "Get out of here. My wife is coming."
Yeah.
And so
murdered him.
Back from season 1, we have Michelle.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks. Happy to be back.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
We're not doing a doctor show today, though, are we?
No, I was trying really hard today I can't find MASH anywhere, and I really want to do MASH. It's not streaming on anything. It's not even on, you can't even buy it on iTunes. You have to buy it on Amazon, buy the actual physical copies. So
you have to illegally download MASH to watch
supposedly,
it.
supposedly it's as of over a year ago, they're saying it's coming on Hulu. It's coming on Hulu because of a 20th Century Fox merger with Hulu, or some rights were purchased or something, but it's still not on there. So I'm waiting, Hulu. Come on.
I'll be ready when it comes.
Well, maybe there'll be a doctor thing that happens in this show. Which show are we doing is, Jimmy?
Pretty Little Liars.
Ooh. Before we get in, the only thing I know about the show right now is the thumbnail picture on Netflix. So, but before we get into that, Jimmy, how does the show First and Last work for some of our maybe non-indoctrinated listeners?
Yeah, I'm gonna indoctrinate you, listeners. First, we watch a pilot episode, which little or none of us have seen at all, of the entire series. Then we talk about how that went and some of the characters and the fandom and whatever things we can think of to talk about, and make some predictions about what we think the final series finale will be. And then we watch just nothing in between that, and probably sound like idiots to anyone who's seen the show.
Why waste our time watching the filler?
Yeah,
all the seasons in the middle.
And then we decide if someday we want to go back and watch that, or if that was good for us. If that 2 episodes was it.
Good for me. It's usually good for me, in general.
Yeah, but some of them make you actually want to go back and.
What if I want to reach Theta level 8? What to be fully indoctrinated into First and Last?
Is that like a Scientology thing? What are we doing?
No, it's First and Last thing.
Mensa.
You got to be real smart to get this podcast. If not, whatever. Well, so I'm pretty sure, actually, Michelle, you're the only one that knows slightly anything about this show, potentially.
Correct.
You've seen
I have
some
seen,
of it, or? I
honestly can't tell you how many seasons there are, but I have seen at least the first 2 seasons.
There are 7.
Good to know. 7 seasons. So I might have seen up through season 3, but this show, from just the first 3 seasons, has lots of twists and turns and surprises. So I have a feeling even the amount that I know is going to not help me at all to win predictions.
To win the day. Jimmy, do you know anything about this show?
I know. I was just about to look up. So I know that it was on ABC Family turned Freeform, because I assume it's not a family show. I get this show confused with I thought this was Gossip Girl, to be honest.
Oh,
but now I'm realizing I feel like this is more of a what's the witch movie with the young ladies? I don't.
What?
It could be The Craft.
The Craft had 3 young ladies who were witches.
I feel like there's more intrigue and somehow sorcery going to be involved.
Escape from Witch Mountain. What was that movie called?
I keep wanting to say Bewitched, but I know that's not what you're talking about.
Bewitched? No.
It's not Bewitched.
I Dream of Jeannie?
No, I think we're going in the wrong direction.
We're not doing it right?
And I wish. I know it was canceled after 7 seasons.
Was it actually canceled, or did they finish it?
This show was canceled, I believe.
So, but I mean, long enough, I guess they probably knew they were going to be done, so they probably finished it.
They tried to spin off a show, and it did not take.
Good.
It's called Raven's Claw or something.
Ravenswood.
That's why I think this is a witch show.
Because you think it's Ravenclaw.
That sounds like
from
a
Harry Potter.
Town. It just sounds like a town.
It's like Ravenclaw from Harry Potter.
What's a Harry Potter?
Women being.
Oh boy.
We've talked a lot about Harry Potter in this season.
Well, me and Joe have that idea that we want to watch the first movie in the Harry Potter series and the last movie in the Harry Potter series.
We should.
Just as a little bonus. Jonas.
Like a first and last movie edition.
Yeah. See how
edition.
how much time of our lives we actually want to waste doing this podcast. So I'm going into movies now. Because like the main story of Harry Potter is done, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Until the Rawlings, the Henry J.K. Rawlings, write some more books or something.
Well, she's a woman, so
no, I know that. So I don't know anything about the show except this Netflix thumbnail, and to me, I'm getting a Mean Girls vibe or something. I can't tell if they're marionette puppet strings on these women or they're like what are those, like a film like cigarette burns, on film.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna go with first episode is 4 plastics a la Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Excellent
Kind of
reference.
thing. I think time is 2000s. High school. Starts off in high school. And there's a murder that they lie about. I'm going to go deep. I'm pretty sure my phone's on. Because there's a beeping noise.
I hear beeping.
And there's a cat in here somewhere.
I
I don't know. Do you concur, Jimmy? Because you don't know anything.
I
either.
mean, yeah, I'm also getting a Mean Girls vibe off the thumbnail, but I also just want to think that it's like a modern day version. It's like set in modern day, but it's actually just like the colonies, like what's that Winona Ryder movie and book?
Beetlejuice.
That
The Crucible.
The Crucible. I think this is just the
Isn't it
Crucible, and
actually-
they're all witches.
Mm.
But it's
You talking
set
about
in modern
Salem?
day. Salem. I think they live in Salem. And they're witches. I don't know.
I mean, I want them to be witches. I'll be honest. I'd be into them being witches.
I think
Did we
they're
watch-
part of a secret society of some kind.
Okay. I don't think they're witches.
I think you're both kind of close.
/ Gossip
in
Girl.
Interesting symbolic ways. How's that for a very vague
So
statement?
a witch kills somebody and they lie about it. We did it, Jimmy.
Wow, all the points.
High five.
I mean, and I won't make predictions just since I know the premise of this show, but
So we're
you're both close in kind of cool ways. I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
I bet we're right on.
If someone gets hung for being a witch in this first episode, I'm taking a point.
If she weighs as much as a duck, then she's a witch.
And I'm going to figure out what that... Maybe it was The Craft that I'm thinking of.
They were all dressed in black and they were like goth chicks that did magic.
And they're obsessed with... That one girl's obsessed with the Crucible in that.
Probably, because they want to be
no
cool
idea
witches.
what you're talking about.
Hocus Pocus?
All
Bette
right.
Midler?
Well, we
That's a
can talk
different
about the
thing.
craft later, but until then, let's just watch this first episode of
Let's
Pretty
watch
Little Liars.
this one.
Yeah, let's watch this show.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys
I believe
after
it's called
the.
Pilot.
I am trying to tell them something, Jimmy. Just kidding. All right, we'll see you guys after the pilot of Pretty Little Liars. And we're back.
And we're back.
This is not the second time we're recording this because I didn't hit record the first time.
Josh, they never would have known.
We got to be honest with these people.
Transparency.
If they don't
is key.
trust us,
Who can they
who
trust?
can they trust?
Not the Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, liars is in their name.
Yeah, that's why
You
we're
can't
doing
trust
this.
Liars and cheaters. Who stole my internet phone device?
It is literally right behind you, sir.
Is it? Since when I
Found
first,
it.
since
I found
when I
it.
at first didn't record, you didn't even get up. So there's no way anyone took your
What are
phone.
wives for but to tell you where your stuff is?
Is that what wives are for?
I feel like I do that a lot.
We're still figuring that out.
That's what Jimmy's wives
Still figuring
are
out
for.
what wives do. We'll let you know. Just kidding. Okay, recap. This is my
recap.
This is my pretty little recap I found. 1 year after the mysterious disappearance. Shit. Okay, start over.
Disappearance.
Edit that out.
Not gonna.
I need a second. Okay. 1 year after the mysterious disappearance of Allison De Laurentiis, her friends believe their secrets are safe forever, but the truth may be only one text away. Or AOL instant message.
Dun-dun. When you just need the...
Everybody dies.
Oh my god. What if this can't be like turned into The Walking Dead?
That show just goes and goes. Every year I hope that show gets canceled so that we can do it. But
Every year I just wait for it to get onto Netflix so I can watch the new season. Because
Yeah.
God knows I ain't
I
gonna watch
stopped
it while it's
watching
on.
it so long ago.
Zombies, not my thing. Not my jam.
That's fair. So you're not prepared for a zombie apocalypse, I hear.
You could probably...
Nope.
Could you watch 2 episodes of it? Like a first and a last episode?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. Then you can watch The Walking Dead. Because that's how we watch shows.
Yeah, I've watched so many shows since we started this podcast. 40 now, to be
Dang.
correct.
Pretty
Happy
sure
40th.
40 shows got canceled this year.
Good, we're doing great then.
We can't catch up.
So I'm gonna do my character recap for the very first time. So, guys, pretend like I said this the first time.
You're so interesting, Josh.
Thank you, Jimmy. Arya, main character, makes out with a teacher, and she has a fake ID.
Yes. Again, not maybe the main character. Like the
Definitely.
four of one of the main characters.
Definitely I would say, focus of this
Focus
episode.
of this episode.
So-
For
most
sure.
camera time was spent on her of
Yeah.
the group. I
Yeah.
But they
believe.
did do a solid job, I feel like, of the other ones. Emily. Who,
Yeah, we saw a lot of Emily.
Emily, possible lesbian, is what I wrote down.
And I said, nailed that one.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Mm.
Those were like maybe that was the
Shoot.
person that had maybe the next most airtime in this episode.
Yeah, with her and the new girl,
With new
Yeah.
girl
Who moved into-
Maya, drug lord.
Maya St. Germain, who moved
Moved into
Allie's
Allison's house. Yeah.
Mm.
Her family moved
Who's-
into
who's
Allison's.
missing.
Yeah, lives in dead girl's house.
Yeah. Well.
But as far as like family time, we didn't really spend any time. There was like a scene with Emily and her mom
yeah.
that was
packing a
really
welcome
quick. I
basket.
didn't even catch a single word of it.
Fair
It
enough.
was like 30 seconds.
Allison, who goes missing at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that she is now a ghost, taking form of possibly the ghost writer from PBS, the little white ball that writes clues down everywhere. Except she sends text messages and emails about bad things that the girls don't want to tell anybody.
And puts handwritten notes in lockers. That's
Yeah.
ultra creepy.
That's an impressive thing.
Yeah.
You can totally explain away in a ghost show that that a ghost is sending emails and text messages.
Yeah.
But a ghost physically writing a note.
That's a hard one.
There's another person. There's a human helping this ghost.
Yeah.
But who?
A ghost writer for the ghost writer.
Ooh, but you know who might be helping the ghost
Ghostwriter
writer?
Inception.
Mr. Fitz, who can't choose who he loves. Because he made
Yeah.
out with a student.
I think you can
yeah.
choose if it's a baby. Like
Yeah.
if it's a
I
child.
think you can choose to not love them, but you still are in love with them.
You still want to have
Whoa.
sex with them.
Well, I don't think that's love.
You're
Not all the
still just
time.
into kids.
Okay, now it's getting
Hey,
weird.
I mean, a pedophile
I-
can want to bang a kid, but they don't have to bang a kid, you know?
Well,
I'm not saying.
just to change the subject for a second.
But-
100, according to Rotten Tomatoes, 107 shows were canceled this year. 107
Yeah, you guys
TV
can't keep
shows.
up.
We need to start doing 3 shows a week, you guys.
Oof.
Well, this is why we picked this type of podcast. We'll never run out.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I haven't even heard of most of these.
But in Mr. Fitz's defense,
Yes.
they did meet in a bar. She did appear to be drinking a beer. They did talk about college. So,
The 16-year-old girl used a fake ID to get into a bar
And drink like a
so
shitty
she
beer.
could just sit at a bar and nurse a beer
To just
by
sip
herself.
on a Coors Light.
She was just
She's
totally alone
so
nursing
cool.
a beer, which is like the
I
funny.
mean, she was living in Europe, but I mean, even in Europe, she wouldn't
She was?
be able to drink. Yeah,
Aria?
they just got back from Europe. Did you miss that part?
I don't do that as like a 30-something. I don't go to a bar alone and just nurse a beer.
Well, there's time.
I mean, yeah,
We can teach
I
you.
could go tonight. Get that beer ball rolling. Let's see who else. Hannah. Hannah was the fifth girl of the main
Mm-hmm.
girls. what about her is she steals, but like who cares?
She's a
Right.
thief.
Although her mom she got like quote unquote arrested for stealing these sunglasses.
The cop put handcuffs on.
I was.
That would
very
never ever
surprised.
happen.
Not in
Never
the white
happen.
That would
suburbs.
never ever happen.
It wouldn't it's just like Hannah
They would
probably
say-
wouldn't even go in the cop car.
Pay for
No,
it
she wouldn't.
or give them back.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't ever even go to the.
Right.
like,
They were
not
like,
even-
take a
not even
statement
the
at the
police
house.
station. No.
Yeah.
No, they were like, "Hey, your daughter stole."
You might go to like City Hall.
They probably wouldn't even make her give the sunglasses back. They should probably just pay a fine, which
Yeah.
is probably less than the
Then
amount of
those
the
sunglasses
sunglasses.
cost. So good job, Hannah.
Hmm.
If you think about it.
You might have to like make some arrangement with the store or something.
Potentially, but her mom did bang
they
the
could press
detective to
charge.
make it go away.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then she did that.
So what did
like,
he do? He paid for the sunglasses.
He just
I don't
didn't.
know.
That's just prostitution.
He just called the store and was like, "There's no evidence. There's nothing we can do."
The tape
And then
was
And
destroyed.
the store was like, "We have a tape of it." And he's like, "It was destroyed." They're like, "No, it's on the internet because everything's on the internet still. Like we have it in our cloud." He's like, no, it's nothing.
Wait, what year was this? Was this? Oh yeah.
I mean, they had flip phones,
They did have flip phones.
so
Yeah.
maybe early 2000s.
So maybe it was still
Was the
tape.
cloud a thing?
it could have been. Yeah, it could have still been tape, but still.
Did we talk about Spencer yet?
Spencer. Oh no, Spencer.
So we missed a girl.
Yep, she has a sister with a British boyfriend, and she's totally gonna kiss him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's the nerd.
She's the
Of the
nerd.
I
group.
guess.
She's the hot nerd.
Yeah, she's a hot nerd, though. I mean,
They're all.
Oh,
I mean, they're all
they're all
good-looking
hot,
chicks.
essentially. But like, how nerdy can you be if you're like a hot nerd?
I know she seems pretty nerdy.
Yeah, I guess whatever. Oh, look at me! I read books and I'm hot. Like, whatever.
She's the one who was reading To Kill a Mockingbird, right? Or no, that was just in the English class. Everyone was reading
no,
it.
Yeah,
but-
everyone's reading that in English class.
But so 16 years.
But we
I was
saw
like,
her
I was
reading
like,
it.
Didn't we read this in like 8th grade?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely read it in like
I think
ninth grade.
seventh. I think it was seventh. I think it was seventh grade.
16. If they were 15, what are they? Sophomores potentially then?
They're 16, maybe like juniors. They
Sophomores,
could be
maybe
old
juniors.
juniors. Yeah.
Young junior.
Or young
Young
juniors.
juniors.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The only other one is we saw Jenna at the very end of the episode, and we kept hearing, that Jenna thing.
The Jenna thing.
That's what we kept hearing, and Jenna's totally blind, and I think Allie has something to do with it.
Yeah, she plucked out her eyes.
Oh,
She's
boy.
a witch. She
Kill
needed
Bill,
him.
Kill Bill style.
Yeah, she needed him for some sort of cauldron
Some brew.
potion. So then there were some parents. Like,
Yep.
you've got Arya's cheater dad,
Mm-hmm.
who says he's cool now, and then
And her mom.
and his name is Brian.
I think it's Byron.
I think it's Byron. Otherwise, I'm dyslexic. And then her mom Ella, who's just there.
Yeah.
Emily had a little quick combo with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah's got her gross mom who bangs detectives.
And her dad walked out on
Her
them.
dad's gone. And that's all we really know, right?
I mean, Maya has a mom that plays cello, but we never saw her.
Yeah, we never saw her. Allie's parents are there, right? They were at the funeral.
Oh, we got Allie's parents in the mix.
So,
we never
right.
saw Spencer's parents. We just saw her sister
Just her sister and the fiance.
and the fiance.
Oh, was he a fiance?
Yeah.
Nice. That's gonna be a good bang for Spencer then.
Oof. Wow.
It's too much like, but I don't know.
The more involved her sister is with the boy, the more she
I
loves
don't
it.
know. I mean, like, how old do you think he is? If
Him?
Too old.
they're fianced.
Too old.
I mean, you're too old to bang Spencer,
16,
but he's
yeah,
gonna
so-
do it.
Anyways.
Once again, just
Who
call
are-
him Mr.
who are we
Fitz too.
missing?
You know, can't choose who you
I
love.
think that's all the peeps.
That's all the peeps that we ran into.
Yeah.
Really.
One
A
other,
lot of characters, though.
yeah.
A lot of
One other
characters.
thing. I think this show has bad music.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't into it. There was the song they were listening to at the very beginning. I can't remember what it was now.
Oh, man.
It was like some emo song,
Huh.
but
I've not-
that was kind of funny.
I didn't catch
I
that.
remember it's like I know that song, and then all the other songs in this episode, I was like, ugh, it's just like cheesy music. It's like I think it's pop music, you know. I think it's music that people might have known back when it was on, but it was all real cheesy. IMO.
Everything about this show is pretty gross.
Yeah. So far.
I mean, I read somewhere I was looking up the production notes of it that so this show was, it was like billed like it the show is loosely based on novel.
Yep, I
but
saw that.
but the
In the
novel,
credits.
but it was like pushed to like be a novel / like TV show off the bat.
Like
Like
Jurassic Park: The Lost
they
World.
shopped it, and then and it was gonna be yeah. But
Michael Crichton wrote The
I-
Lost World so they could make a movie.
I do like that book.
It's a good book.
I was confused as a child when I read the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle The Lost World, because I was like, it's kind of written in Old English, and I'm like, this isn't Michael Crichton at all.
You're like, where's Ian Malcolm? I thought
was
he was in this book.
I was like, where's the hide? You hide high in it. Okay. What was I saying about? Oh, so like WB was gonna pick it up, and then that network like
Cease to exist.
went under, and then got reestablished like later that year as the CW. But so then it fell through. So then they shopped it, and then an author finally like picked it up and wrote it, and then like a year or two later it finally became a show. But it was like billed as Desperate Housewives for teens.
I mean, that's basically what's happening.
Yeah, plus
It's all the
witches
smooching.
and pedophilia.
Ugh.
I mean, a little bit.
I mean, I guess I don't know what the line is for calling it pedophilia and like statutory rape.
Still messed up either way, right?
Yeah, but I just don't know if I'm using the correct nomenclature,
It's probably a good thing that you don't know the correct
the
nomenclature.
correct
right?
terminology.
We'll ask our house lawyer. No,
Sorry, guys.
Pete.
Pete the cat. What do you think?
Pete the cat, our house lawyer.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Meow.
I don't have much else to say about this
Yeah.
currently, except for going into predictions. Does anyone else has any thoughts? I mean, as someone who's seen the show, do you have any things or thoughts or whatevers, Michelle?
No, I think it's just important that there's lots of secrets and that kind of like, basically they're all kind of getting blackmailed. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Someone knows their secrets
Like
that they
ghosts.
don't want to like come out. Not that it's super important, but that like first scene, they were like all hanging out in this barn thing.
Oh yeah. That seems
And it
important.
was the like night before school starts, like it was Labor Day.
I don't know why, but I always thought it was at
They were sitting around.
Allison's house for some reason.
It's
but
at Spencer's house.
Oh, okay.
So that Spencer was redoing the barn, right? That was a whole thing that she
Oh,
was
okay.
talking about in this episode, and that's like where they were.
I missed
They're
that.
in the barn, sitting
in the barn.
around.
Sitting around, then
in
they
a
fell
circle
asleep
with
drinking,
candles, and they had.
and they're
yeah.
drinking like, I don't know,
Wine coolers.
cranberry, vodka.
Mike's
whatever.
Hard Lemonade.
Boone's Farm.
That high school drank.
Whatever the high schoolers do these days.
And then they all fall asleep, and then they wake up, and all of a sudden Spencer and Allie are gone, and then they can't find Allie, and Spencer comes back and is like, I don't know where she is. I looked everywhere. So that's when we know that she goes.
And I heard her scream.
Wah.
I think she jumped into my flip phone.
If a girl dies in the woods but no one's around,
Does she
really
scream?
die?
Did you hear her scream?
Yes.
Oh. Or did she
Yeah.
become a
I
ghost?
think that's
Should we do
there's just
predicts?
Yes.
there's just lots of stuff. I don't want to give
Lots
anything
of
away.
Fair
Moving
enough.
parts.
I'm into predicts.
It's mostly private parts into little girls.
Ah.
And it's messed up. This was on an
And-
ABC Family.
Jimmy, just give us your predicts.
I think that okay.
Again,
My first thing
Don't
is
like
so
that.
so the first thing
Breathe.
over and over again they're saying like don't worry, like we don't talk about the Jenna thing,
the Jenna thing.
about how the eyes were plucked out.
Jenna's witch.
I think Jenna was a Wiccan that Allie like got cut up with, and she was in like the seance thing as well, and somehow that's how Allie disappeared in this like sorcery charmed life, semi-charmed life.
Oh, one of the girls.
Oh
from
yeah,
Charmed.
Arya's mom is from Charmed.
Prue, I believe.
She
don't
plays the
remember.
character
She
Prue.
plays the character Prue.
Nice,
We watched Charmed last week, so it's kind of fun.
nice. It's exciting.
Connections.
Can't wait to listen and watch along and like and subscribe and review.
Now that you're finally back from your wellness policy violation.
Oh man. Okay, so I think that's what's up with Jenna. I think she's a witch. I think number 2. I think in this last episode they resurrect Allie, if she's not already back. I think she's a person, a live person in this episode again.
I like that you're going like full J.J. Abrams in this right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Full J. Abrams.
Number 3, I think. What did it say? So Arya's dad is the gross cheater guy,
One of.
who supposedly is like reformed and loves Arya's mom, his wife, and whatever. I think he's gross, and he's still gross, but he's now with Hannah's gross mom in this episode. I think they're gross
Parent
together.
swap.
I think the parents are gross with the
It's like
gross
Wife
parents.
Swap. Wasn't that a show?
Yes. Probably around the same time. And then my last one, number 4, is that I think Maya is dead or gone. I don't think. I was gonna say. I don't remember what I was gonna say about Maya, but I think she's not important enough in this episode. I think she's out of here.
I disagree with you, which brings me to my first prediction. Maya is totally alone. She has no more mom or dad, but she is a pinnacle character in this show.
Her parents are like dead or gone?
Yeah, her cello-wielding mom, fucking dead.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Because they live in the ghost house of Allie?
I don't know why they killed her. Maybe Ghost Alley killed her. You know, maybe it was break-in gone wrong. You know, who cares? Mom's
Alright.
gone.
All right.
And Dad, I honestly don't think he's been around anyway. So, good riddance.
I don't think we've seen
He
him.
lives in San Diego and it doesn't give a shit.
Hanging out at the zoo.
We get confirmation that Allie was a ghost in this one. I don't think she's alive. I think she is a full-fledged ghost.
Okay.
I believe Hannah's a dead, but she is not a ghost.
You think Hannah's dead? Okay.
Yeah, I think Hannah's dead and gone, but not a ghost.
Okay.
And I think Allie, we find out that she was murdered by her dad. Not a lot of
Ooh.
good dad things going on in the show, I
That's a
think.
good point.
I think all the dads are bad. Bad dads.
Bad dads.
Yeah.
You sound like you're scolding them like a puppy
Bad
They've been bad.
dads.
They've been killing their daughters
and
Oh my.
smooching them.
and smooching some
And yikes.
other people's daughters. Bad dads.
All right.
Okay. Well, basically the whole premise of this show is to find out who A is, whether it's really Allison or is it somebody else.
Let's call
Plot
it
twist.
Let's call it GA. Ghost Alley.
Ghost Alley. So I think Jenna is A. Is the A
I
person.
think blind Jenna.
Yep.
How's she texting? She's blind.
Wait for it.
They have
Faking it.
I
they
think
have,
Jenna
like-
can see. I think she can see.
That bitch.
Do you know she can see? Or do you
I think she can see. I think she can see.
So she's still in this show 3 seasons, apparently, probably. Because if that's how,
How many
Yeah.
seasons have you seen? You seen
Like
2
2 or
seasons?
3.
2 or
I
3?
can't remember.
So your points are worth 50%?
Yeah, that's fine.
To a third?
I'll
we can
see
give
that.
her points.
Or to
her
2/3.
Her points can be times 2. The only person she's going to beat is me, because I suck at points.
Yeah.
And then I think Arya is with Fitz. I think 7 seasons later, she's 18.
I was
She's-
going to do that. I was going to say that.
I think they're together.
7
I'm
seasons
like-
there, yeah. They're like in college now.
Oh, yeah.
They're
No,
like-
Do you think they play by those rules? Do you think every year is a year?
I mean, they can't go
Even if
7
it's not.
Yeah, they can't go 7 seasons and pretend it's only been like a year. Like, they can't
Yeah.
do that. Unless
So they're at
like,
least 18.
Unless they're going
Okay,
by
fair enough.
24 and there's like every episode's an hour.
Because otherwise, they'd be like finishing college by this last
Right.
episode.
So, but even if you did every season's a half a year, like that still gets you to like 3 years down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's legal.
Either way, Fitz is now
Those are
banging a legal
those are
chick.
my only predictions.
Cool.
Those are my only
I
predictions.
still think that's gross.
I like almost everything you said. I like it.
Thanks.
I like your predictions way more than I like Jimmy's predictions.
Winning.
Winning.
Damn it.
Wife for the win. Because, Jimmy, you're a bad dad.
We haven't.
Oh,
Hey, okay.
You're not a dad.
I'm not a
You're not a-
dad.
not a dad. For the record,
And we
not
haven't
a
watched
dad.
the thing yet to see if who got the points. So this is just opinion.
I'm sorry for my accusation. Let's dive into the finale. Is that a good segue?
Pretty Little Liars.
The witches are here.
And we're witches.
The witches. This show's about witches.
It is not about effing witches.
Swear to God, I don't.
Jimmy, before we get to your synopsis of this last episode,
Yeah.
how are the witches involved in this show?
I honestly I can't tell you how they're involved, but I also couldn't tell you. I couldn't explain what I saw without still thinking someone has to be a witch.
I don't get that. And for some reason, it's giving me a very visceral reaction that you guys think
you
that
are
this is
getting
about witches.
you are getting visibly more angry.
I don't know
about-
why.
so
I
upset.
just can't handle it.
How could Mona have done all that stuff?
She's cunning.
Bitches be crazy.
She's
To-
crazy.
I mean, yeah,
All right.
yeah, she is.
She's a witch with a B. How about that?
I don't think there's any witches, but I like that Jimmy thinks there's witches.
Keep saying they're witches and that I get angry.
Nothing
About
in this show made any sense, but I understand that we missed a lot in between.
it. I would say this is a show where definitely you need to see the middle parts
I'm gonna say
for it to make sense.
I'm really a big fan of shows that end up being really confusing from first to last,
Sure.
because we watch a bunch of shows that are just like, oh yeah, and then just like there's a wedding at the
Sure.
end, and then that's like it, you know, and they're just
Right.
like, oh, we moved and everything's fine, and that's
Right.
like kind of the end of the show. But this one
So
was
clearly
like,
there's some
what the fuck is
some
going
meat
on?
in the
Yeah,
middle
this
of
had
this
some
show.
like Joss Whedon, J.J. Abrams kind of stuff going on at the end.
I mean, there wasn't time travel, but there was definitely like there's a cat moving my microphone. Pete, you can't.
It was
I wish we did
so
video
cute.
podcasts
You
at
can't
the
even be
moment.
mad.
That,
Oh, he's nuzzling the microphone.
Stop nuzzling the microphone. And the cats do the thing where they nuzzle with their head.
It's too adorable.
Pete the cat's nuzzling the microphone.
Okay, I've got to. Should I just read?
Yeah,
the,
do that while
Yeah.
Okay.
do that while Pete gets acclimated to recording.
Secrets come tumbling out as the ultimate endgame comes to light and AD is revealed. That's the other thing is there's someone who's A, then they become AD at some point.
I don't know when that happened. That was after
But are
my
we sure
time.
that's even the same person?
Is it the same? I'm not convinced that they are.
I'm
Who's
not-
to say?
Because it seemed like for a while
Everybody
no,
that's actually seen
because
all this show probably.
because
Well,
AD is Alex Drake.
Right.
So
Which is Spencer's English doppelganger.
English twin.
twin.
Yeah, they're twins.
legitimate twin.
Yeah.
We're like giving up at adoption. So I don't even know about the actual rundown of this show. You found out so many things. Spencer's mom is not her real mom. She's got a mom named Mary in prison.
Well, is that
Who then
lady?
isn't in
So
prison
her mom, who you think
suddenly.
is her mom, is her adoptive mother,
Yeah.
and then you find out her birth mother is Mary.
But I'm
who's
not convinced-
apparently
Mary
crazy.
Drake.
I'm not convinced that that lady's her mom. I think that lady birthed like delivered them,
I don't know.
and they both were born and then got put into like different families. Like, so like they don't. I'm not even convinced that they even
Yeah.
know technically, because
She said she was her mom.
there's somebody named Charlotte Drake,
Yeah.
and Charlotte Drake is Alex Drake's sister.
Mhm.
Half sister.
Yes, but then that therefore she's Spencer's half sister.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. True.
So who?
And then Mary's last name is Drake.
was it?
Yeah, we didn't know that by the show, but I checked the IMDb.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just
based on what I knew
afterwards.
from the show, without cheating online, Jimmy.
I had it pulled up. I just wanted to see.
The only thing I looked up during this episode was whether or not the girl who played Spencer was American or like
Oh, she's from California.
Cockney English.
She's from
Because her
California. right?
terrible English accent, I was
accent-
like, there's no way she can be
her
real
accent-
English.
Really bothered me.
But I had to confirm.
her accent really bothered me, but it was like different enough where it got the point across.
She was least consistent with it.
She was.
Very true.
Give her that.
I was like listening really hard to see if she would like mess up. Do you have more of that? Are we done with the description? We just give up on that.
I mean, I have no one else to say. There was a guy named Toby, who's Spencer's like ex-flame that now is back in the picture.
He's been in the show for a while.
He's been in Africa, but now he's back.
I mean, really,
for this episode,
the main things that happened were, Ezra. I mean,
Ezra
Mr. Fitz.
Right. But now he's Ezra because they're adults.
Pedo.
Yeah. Because and Arya.
Pedo Fitz.
Ezra and Arya are going to get married because apparently, the teacher now wants to marry the student. Finally.
Yeah. And
Point
they wrote
for
a
me.
book.
So that's like
together.
the overall, like that's what's that's like the part of the story, the thing. And then
that's the big thing.
And then the other thing is that Alex Drake, Spencer's English sister, twin sister, is trying to take over her role in the group of girls.
Take over her life.
Because she wants to be Spencer.
Real left out.
And then like have Toby, the guy that came back but we never met, like be in love with her instead.
Yeah, which apparently she has like kissed and banged in the past.
Yeah,
pretending
real
to
creepy.
be pretending to be Spencer.
Real creepy.
And so,
Also, Emily and
Single white
Allie
female there.
are together.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And they have babies.
Allie's
back.
here and
Allie's
alive.
back.
alive. So point for me.
So
Thank you.
how is she alive?
Not a clue.
Did
They
you
found
know
her
that?
body in
Did
the
you
first
I
episode.
kind of knew that she was back. I
Okay.
remember that, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to make it a prediction
Fair
and
enough.
give it away. So,
Okay.
but together, gonna get married. Also have twin babies.
Twin daughters. Yep.
Via Ren.
Right?
Apparently.
Question mark. I wrote that down. Ren babies? Question mark.
I wrote Ren, Archer, Charlotte, and Alex. They were like a crew.
They were a crew.
They were like an English crew of people.
Yeah.
That seemed mean somehow.
I wrote about the babies. Whose babies? Question mark. Question mark.
Well, they were Ren's.
Somebody's freaking babies.
And I don't know who the lady donor was.
I also wrote down like who is Charlotte.
Possibly
Even though we
Emily
got
Bird,
some
then.
of that explanation, I still don't really get how she like fit into the other.
How did they actually
The
get
American
into the show
crew,
and whatnot?
yeah. Also, just wrote down too many names and underlined it. There's just too many names we didn't already know from the pilot episode.
Yeah.
There's a lot
The
happened.
pilot had a lot of names. If I hadn't the pilot hadn't been like taking notes
Right.
actively, I would have been done. And I
Yeah.
would have been like, probably gonna learn these names later, which is how you do shows generally. But there was like 8 people we met,
Yeah.
10 people we met in the first episode.
How about where is Maya? We don't know where Maya
Well,
is.
she's dead.
She's
presumably.
gone. I don't know if I
Maya
ever
sounded
like.
dead.
They made it.
Sounded-
They talked
She
to her in
definitely
the
said
past
Maya
tense.
was blah blah
It
blah.
was a past. It was a longing, looking back.
And then Maya's niece.
So another
was in
point.
it, right?
Like,
We're not-
yeah.
we're not
Maya's
there
niece
yet.
is a
Jenny.
new
Maya's
calm down.
niece is in the new plastics.
is a new mean
Yeah,
girl
she's the new plastic.
Yeah.
with Addison.
Addison instead
We
of
don't-
Allison.
Yeah, we still have
Nice.
I
really
mean,
really
they were
well
pretty,
done.
lazy on that one.
Yeah. So
And then the show ends with them, this new plastics, basically recreating the opening scene.
yeah, the new young
the
girls headed by Maya's niece that starts the show over again in a way because one of their friends goes missing after they wake up
In a seance like
hanging out.
place.
But going back a little bit, evil Spencer had made like some sort of like literal evil genius like lair.
Yeah, super
Like, with,
creepy.
like,
Like
dungeons.
underground.
Yeah, didn't explain that at all. Looked like the future.
And I don't.
There were green vials of ooze in the back.
Yeah, the green vials were
to
weird.
turn the turtles into ninjas.
There was a secret filled with ooze in there, but she captured Spencer and she captured Ezra, and it makes sense that she captured Spencer because she
Right.
wants to like take over her life. Mm-hmm. But why? But like she wanted like Ezra gone so that she could just be best friends.
I
with
think she wanted Ezra gone, so then like
Her and
because
her.
Emily and Allie were together, and then she was gonna be Spencer with Toby, but then like
yeah.
if Arya had somebody, then there would be no one to like comfort. Maybe I don't know.
I thought it was just that like he said that because he was like asking her questions about wedding stuff, and she didn't know the answers to them, like about stuff that she like had planned. And so then she just whacked him.
Oh, I thought she was like.
It
I thought
seemed
he was
like-
talking to somebody else.
When he got whacked?
Talking to somebody else when he got whacked.
No, I think it was just the two of them. Because, like she said at one
Then
point...
I understood that differently.
She said at one point, like, when it was still Spencer. No, maybe it was Alex at that point. She said something about, like, her family was helping with stuff, like security, and I don't know.
Without, like, legitimately years and years of, like, practice and study, it's 100% impossible to, like, pretend to be somebody convincingly to everybody.
Yeah.
Even if you look exactly like them and sound exactly like them, it's completely impossible.
She couldn't even fool the horse.
Yeah, couldn't fool the horse. But then she made
animals know.
Shoot her.
She couldn't fool the blind
I knew
lady.
that was going to come back in some way. When that happened at first, when they were first seeing the horse and they're like, oh, he like doesn't warm up to people very easily. I was like,
it warmed up to Toby right away.
Yeah. But then I was like, that's going to come back somehow. That's going to come back somehow. Anyways. What was I saying about?
Like, I was going to put Jimmy in a murder dungeon.
Yeah, let's play this out.
And do face off and swap faces with Jimmy.
Yeah. Would I know that it wasn't Jimmy?
Yeah, I'd come home to you and I'd be like, want to watch The Flash and drink a stout? Huh?
I'd be like,
I'm Jimmy.
If you said it just like
Michelle
that, then I would say, get out of my house, you imposter.
Oh, but we should watch The Lord of the Rings. I hear you haven't seen them yet.
Wrong. I've seen them.
I made her watch them all before we got married.
It was
a contingency.
It was a condition of marriage. We had to watch all of them.
Fair enough.
Anyways, marriage is fun.
It's impossible.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It is impossible. Even though, I was saying that she made Ren shoot her, so she had the same like bullet hole as Spencer.
Oh,
that
was
was weird AF.
I thought she was
Spencer
trying to
had
get
a bullet hole.
I thought she was trying to get Ren to kill her.
No.
I thought that also.
Nope. She wanted the same bullet hole.
It was a pretty good shot. Then it was from a distance, and he was
But
very
then, like calm
not,
about it. Yeah.
He was not aiming really.
No. But then we find out that Ren's dead, and she made his ashes into a stone that she wears around her neck. So that's also pretty creepy.
That was Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds Are Forever, and she like kissed it a little bit. That was really creepy.
That was great.
I was like, please don't.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Jimmy, don't ever burn me and put me in a diamond around your neck.
Well,
I'm
okay,
Jimmy.
I
I'm
promise.
never going to kill you and make you a diamond.
Yep.
Let's go
Sold.
play softball on Mondays. Huh?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Pretty convincing.
Okay.
Pretty convincing.
Get in my dungeon,
Here's a
Jimmy.
question. Here's a question. There's
Yeah,
no dungeon here. I've been downstairs. Okay. So if Mona was a or a sorceress, let's just say, a witch.
A sorceress. Let's go sorceress.
Sorceress. Okay.
Which is a trigger word for Michelle today.
So why there was a whole section in the middle of the episode where first she's walking around in a hoodie in a Melissa mask.
Yeah.
In a
Spencer's sister's
older
mask.
sister mask.
That's because Alex was just testing her to make sure she could follow directions.
Okay.
And at one point in the parts of the show that I was watching, they thought Melissa was A.
Okay.
So that kind of fits in.
Okay.
But still weird.
So then you're like, oh, is it A? Is the last episode? We're gonna find out who A is.
Right.
But then she rips off a rubber mask. Then she talks into her phone to another Mona in a hoodie.
Yeah.
And she was saying like this
I'm
is a trial.
Right. I'm thinking fake Mona on the phone
Was Alex
was
Drake.
Alex Drake. But Mona was really just playing her the whole time.
So these guys just have rubber masks and
Yeah, they're
There's
creepy as
money
hell.
and technology flowing.
None of that made any sense.
Flowing
The
like
show doesn't make
tap
sense.
water in this show.
Oh man.
This show's great.
Save it for the end.
I like you think Mona was A?
I think it was not my prediction, but now having seen this last episode, I think Mona was A the whole time, which makes sense because she's been there from the beginning.
She's actually been there. I was
I
going
could
to
see
say
Mona.
Alex has not
I
been
could see
there.
Moaning being A. Well, I mean, you don't need someone technically there the whole time because Alex could have been like comes in the beginning of season 2.
Yeah,
Kind
taking
of
it
find
over.
out that
She wasn't
What are
in
you
season
doing?
2.
you kind of find out that someone behind the scenes is being
Yeah.
A, whatever. So,
Sure.
but I like
Sure.
the idea of Mona. I vote Mona as A.
I vote Mona as A. It makes sense because she could be at school, put notes in lockers, and it not be like weird.
Yeah, you don't
You know?
need old man Murphy to write the notes for the ghost.
Right. Yeah.
I wish it was a ghost. Still wish it was a
Oh,
ghost.
man.
Man.
Pretty confirmed. Well, hey, why don't we go through predictions? I'll do
Yeah.
mine quick because
Okay.
all
Please
of
do.
mine were wrong.
Okay.
My first one, New Girl's totally alone. No mom, no dad. I mean, she's totally
I mean,
alone because
she
every
dead.
living thing in this world dies alone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Donnie
So,
Darko.
1 point.
Ah.
Allie is a ghost.
Also not true.
Not true. Hannah's dead, but not
also
a ghost.
not true.
Kind of half right. She's not a ghost.
She's not a ghost.
And Allie was murdered by her dad.
Nope.
Not yet.
Hmm.
So 0.
Hmm.
Fuck this show.
Oh.
Oh my. I'll go next.
Wait, first and last or Pretty Little Liars?
Both.
I said Jenna is A. Fortunately, I was wrong. I think at one point Jenna was A, now that I think about it, but
Jenna. Which one was Jenna?
blind Jenna.
That's right.
Because anyways, I think there was like a lot of people like covering, doing Mona's bidding kind of, and then they were like, oh, are you A? You know? Anyways, so wrong on that one. Jenna can see.
Nah, dude.
Also wrong.
Trent cannot see.
She cannot see.
She's got daredevil-like senses, it seems, but she
Yo,
cannot
yeah.
see.
She's got a good sniffer though.
Yeah.
She's got a good sniffer. Can't see. However, Arya is still with Fitz.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. Got that one. So,
Creepy as
You know.
shit, though. Real
well,
weird.
I never said anything to how
Interesting
creepy
plot.
it was.
No,
but
I know. Arya is with Fitz, and it's totally okay. Not weird at all.
Dad's okay with it though. He said so. He was like, you have our blessing. So,
I'm sure in about season 3 or 5 or something, he was pretty mad about it, though.
Probably.
So you got one?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
But times 50%, like Jimmy said, so 0.5 points.
Well,
Wait, what was the one you got right?
Arya is with Fitz. Arya is with Ezra.
Oh, I'll give that to you. After
Yeah,
watching
what?
a couple,
What do you mean?
I'll give you the full point. Is what I'm saying. I don't think after watching just like 2 seasons
Oh.
of the show, you could know that by the last episode they were
Right?
for sure.
They're going to be together. I mean,
I think if you could have watched 99% of the show and still not known by the last episode. If it's
I
just
mean,
the
we
kind of
weren't
show
sure
that it
halfway
is.
through this episode if they were going to actually get married.
That's a good point.
So, full points, maybe double points. I don't know.
Fuck, I don't care. I'll give you 5.
Wow.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay. My
I'd
predictions
still know if you were Jimmy, though.
were as
I'd still know.
follows.
Too nice. You're being too nice.
It's been too nice.
Jenna
Giving me 2 points.
Is a Wiccan that Allie got cut up with, and that's how she disappeared. Inconclusive. They resurrect Allie. Allie's back.
Not resurrected.
There's
I mean,
no
she wasn't
evidence.
dead. She's not dead.
You didn't say
the
she wasn't
show
dead.
resurrected her.
Not giving you this one, man. Not happening.
I don't think so.
0.5?
Nope.
No.
Come on.
No.
She's alive. They
She's
carried
alive.
her dead body
You
out of a
never
gazebo.
saw her body.
0.25.
No, dude. You specifically said resurrect.
You never saw her body in that pilot episode.
It was in a body bag.
Yeah.
It would have decayed over a year. Okay, Arya's gross dad is with Hannah's gross mom.
Also not true.
No.
Didn't see that happening. Maya's dead and gone.
Yes.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
give you
that's
that.
accurate.
I'll give you that. They talked to her in the past tense.
Fine. 1 point. My phone just fell on the ground.
Yay.
Hey, it's 1 more point than I got. 4 less than Michelle, but
Because I got 5 points.
she got 5 points.
Winner.
Nice.
All right.
Would you continue to watch this show, Michelle? You've seen some of it, but now are
You
you
know,
like,
actually,
itching?
it kind of makes me want to go back and just fill in those blanks, like learn more about the Charlotte, the Mary, all that stuff. But I think
Alex.
that's a little bit skewed since I was already watching it anyways, and so now I I have some man hours invested in this show.
Well, I know. So do you want to go back? Are you going to start from season premiere 4 and keep going now?
Yeah, I think so. I would. But
I think I want to read the Wikipedia article on this show.
that's fair.
I think once I once it says
You have a better
once
synopsis
I read that
than
Mona
like,
is and where like Charlotte and Alex came from, I'll be like,
Yeah.
cool. I feel like my burning questions are done. So no, I
Yeah.
don't think I'm going to watch the show, but I think I will read an article about the show.
that's
I
fair.
couldn't tell if Alex was just in this episode, and we've never ever. They explained all that in an hour and a half, and you've never even had an inkling that was happening.
That'd be funny.
Before.
It could have.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's hard to tell.
They did a
because-
whole lot of backstory explaining on her.
Right.
So
And they did a lot of flashbacking.
backflips.
Um,
There's a lot of backflips in this episode.
butt flashing.
to like
Butt popping and backflips.
What do they do?
backwards and butterflies.
Butt chugging.
Oh.
Anyways, flashbacks. They did a lot of flashbacks
Yeah.
to times when you thought it was real Spencer and it was actually evil Spencer.
Right.
So
So you're like,
I would
"What?"
be,
But it would be fun if you didn't know that
Yeah.
it was Evil Spencer until like this episode or something.
which
I'd
you
like
would
that.
not know
Yeah.
until this episode if you
Presumably.
were watching it all the way through like a normal human being.
I think I either need to watch all of this show or I have to forget that I ever saw that. I have to have memories erased of this night because that was
So much stuff
it
happened.
was insane, and like it was really interesting, and like I feel like I know nothing. So if like I either need to watch it all, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to even think of like another comparison show.
I think Gossip Girl is an excellent comparison show.
This
Not
is,
that you've
this
seen
is,
it,
This is
but-
similar to Gossip Girl because I still now.
Yeah.
I used to think I would confuse this show with Gossip Girl. Now I just think that this the other way around.
I think you should start watching this show with Michelle, but where Michelle is at. And then while you
And
do
just
that,
catch up.
you should just intermittently watch the earlier
Starting.
seasons.
That would get
like, while she's
so
like not
flipping
home.
confusing.
So you'd be like like doing flashbacks. As
Back
if, like,
flashing.
you'd
be
be
back flashing
butt
all over the
chugging
place.
while she's at work. But then you guys would
Too
be
late.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yuck.
Gotta pass the time.
It's cheaper than drinking a whole case, right? You know, just one beer up the butt.
Gotta stretch it out
Your butt?
in the butt. Josh, would you watch this show?
No, I said I was gonna.
He already said
I'm gonna
that.
read.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna read the wiki.
Wikipedia
Right.
article.
Okay.
Talk to you guys next week about the Wikipedia article.
Okay.
Was it accurate? I will never know. You know, who knows? Jimmy, where could people tell us things or make suggestions or tell us who A is?
You should.
Yeah.
For one, tweet at us at FNL Podcast, and or email us if you're really you just self-conscious and you don't want to put your tweets out there in the world. You could just direct Gmail us, FNL Podcast at Gmail. Find us on the Stitcher and the iTunes and the Facebooks. Also FNL Podcast. And are we on Spotify yet?
Nah.
I think I looked the other day, but it takes forever.
Yeah.
Boo, Spotify. Don't look for us
My
there.
goal is season 3 still. We'll get there.
All right.
Season 3.
We're standing with Taylor Swift on Spotify.
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck.
she caved though.
Oh shit. Well, Swift's on. We gotta get on.
We'll get on. Check back in. Stay tuned.
We'll do it. We'll do it for Swift.
I like that you guys compared yourself to Taylor Swift. I really
We're one and the
really
same.
appreciate that.
We're
Kindred
allies.
spirits.
Yeah.
We're allies. in
I would worry
chaos.
about you living in New York by yourself too.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Is that a
Me doppelganging as
Concept
Jimmy
album.
living in New York.
This is sounding like the
Wearing
new
my
Pretty Little
face.
Liars spin-off.
John
Wearing-
Travolta?
Wearing Jimmy's face in New York. How would I ever get around?
What?
What? Who?
I don't know what's
Just
happening.
kidding. All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening once again. Listen to some other episodes while you're waiting for next week. But until then, you have a good one. Goodbye.
Thank you for lying to me.